Welcome to Wednesday and welcome to my channel, Whole Lot of Zep. We're going to be talking about diecast for the next few minutes or so. And I'm going to do a complete series set today that I have from Greenlight. It's Barrett Jackson Series 6. And if you notice, they're all taken out of the blister packs. I know XLT Off-Road Bear is going to be really proud of me. It's still painful to do, but it's getting a little easier because I know these are cars that I'm going to keep and they will be going into a case. So I've accepted that I can put them back in here. It's still difficult to do. So getting a late start this evening. So anyway, first car we got here is a 1970 Olds 442. Pardon my thumb. Trying to move it out of the way so you can get a better look at it. This is a really beautiful casting. They did a very nice job with this. Not too bad detail for the interior. They gave the steering wheel a bit more realism because it's more exposed. Let's see. The headlights are pretty good. Or the taillights rather, excuse me. It has the correct badging on it. There's the typical thick Greenlight tires. It's got your basic metal on metal casting. I like this color yellow. A lot of focus there. And I say this all the time, but those are nice wheels. Overall, they did a really nice casting on this 442. This is my third 442. I'll show them again a little bit later, but you've seen one. It's that one, the hood that popped off, and this one. This is a special one. I like this one a lot. It's got red interior. But getting off base, just wanted to show that I had two other 442s in my collection. But that was the Barrett Jackson 442. And that car sold for $121,000 in 2020. The original color is Sebring Yellow, which is a special water color. So that there was a special code on the badging and in the door jamb. So 121,000 for a convertible 442, 1970. That's not bad. Again, if I had that kind of money to play around with, well, of course, it would be easy for anybody to say that, I know, but I'm just saying that all things considering, that's not a bad full price, no reserve for this beautiful car. And the hood opens on it. Looks pretty nice. I like the black stripes on the Ram Air hood. Next up, we got a '69 Cobo Camaro. Wicked green color. I know you guys can see that flake. That is just all kinds of sparkle there. This is another really nice die casting. It's a special edition Cobo. Normally it would have the striping on it somewhere, but this is custom, so there's no Cobo badging on it, so it's a bit of a deceiver, which makes it a bit of a sleeper as well. The grill looks pretty good on it. Bow tie looks right. Excuse me. I dig the wheels on it. I love that color. I'm originally from the Philly suburbs, so I bleed green. I am a true Eagles fan, so I hope I didn't lose any any subscribers. If you're a Dallas fan, it's all good. We can still joke around. I used to work with a guy that was a Dallas Cowboy fan, and I gotta tell you, he was the best Cowboy fan I ever had fun with. We used to joke around so much with each other. It was all in jest. We never got pissed at each other or anything like that. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit off track. That just, this color reminds me of the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's where my heart bleeds in the NFL. So anyway, I really like this this Cobo. It's a really interesting custom version. It's unusual to not see any of the badging. That's what makes it so unique. And again, your typical metal on metal. Not bad detailing. Those tires, man, I'll tell you what, they take some of Auto World's tires and start putting them on their cars. Okay, well there you go. That's it, and the hood opens. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. I don't think anybody really needs to see the hood open, but it does open. And we saw this one. Now I can't unsee those headlights. And to give another example of why I complain about it, and I had to go out of order and show the GT40. Now, if you take a look at the headlights on the GT40, they look so much more realistic. And when you look at the Corvette, like I've been saying, it looks like somebody walked by with a can of spray paint and painted that white over top of the lens. It's just, I think it's just a real horrible call on Greenlight's part to do that to the Corvette. They should have just minimized any kind of paint on the lens. If they wouldn't overdone it big time. See, GT40, I mean, it looks more realistic. That's all I'm saying. So I got my issues with this Corvette, and I pointed it out the other night when I did my comparison, and the wheels do not fill the wheel well properly. These tires are just too small. Again, it was a nitpicky thing, and I went and did the nitpicky thing. Those were some of the things I complained about on the Greenlight. However, the Auto World didn't get away unscathed either. So, but with that being said, I just, especially after getting the Mini GT C8, I can't look at this Corvette and first of all, now I'm seeing, I don't know, did you ever see rotor spin with the tires like, or the wheels like that? That's pretty funny. Excuse me. So anyway, those rotors, that makes me laugh too. I can't unsee those headlights. So I'm forever affected by headlights on this Corvette, which before I got the Auto World or the Mini GT, I actually did like quite a bit. It's one of my least favorite now. But that's just my opinion, and it's really because of those damn headlights. I could even deal with the tires that don't fit the wheel wells properly, but anyway, let's move on to the 72 K10 4x4. This is another really nice casting. I haven't really gotten too many square bodies. I just started getting into them because there's quite a following, and I just had to get a couple. As a matter of fact, I got those right there, and that's part of the set of 3 in that series, the Auto Lift series. But anyway, back to this square body. They did another really great job with this. Some people complain about the front tires being a little too forward towards the front fender in comparison with the way it sits on the card. Um, it's true. It's not exactly centered as it should be. Uh, I would take that as a minor gripe, but it is a noticeable one. But they overall, the paint on it is done really nice. Um, the white lettering on the tires looks pretty good. Those wheels look the wheels look nice on it. They really do. Uh, they got some pretty good detail going on the suspension here. Excuse me. It's not something you don't really see too often. And the tailgate doesn't open on this. And the hood opens on it. If I can get them open without fighting it, I'll get it open. But if I have to fight with it, then I'm just gonna let it ride. And sorry, this one's being a pain. So anyway, this is the 72 K10. I love the tan interior, and I like the black steering wheel. That's a nice added little detail. Kind of sets it off. I don't know if that's dust on there, if that's on the paint. Yeah, I think that's on the paint. I wonder if that's on the paint up here on the hood, or that was just a piece of dust. That's a piece of dust. And oh, so back to the Coppola Corvette. That sold for $231,000 back in 2019. It was originally owned by Reggie Jackson. Wow, that's pretty cool. And the Corvette, that one, of course, just to get the first VIN number, besides the first vet, was a total of $3 million in 2020, which explained the whole ordeal with why the Corvette in the packaging was black and not red, because they were bidding on the rights to the first VIN number of the car. They just needed a car to show as an example of what the C8 was, and the winner was allowed to pick the color scheme and whatever of the car, and that's why it is black and not red. It's an interesting fact. At first I thought maybe it was a Greenlight glitch, and I was like, well, I'm gonna snag this. And then when I read the back of it and saw what the deal was, I was like, oh, okay. And the K10 went for $110,000. That's not bad for a 72 square body. It's in really great shape. Looking at the one on the card there, I guess you gotta be hardcore. I personally wouldn't spend 110 on a pickup truck, but that's just me. I'd rather apply that towards, I don't know, a Roadrunner, GTO. Well, here is the 2017 Ford GT. It does show the original characteristics of the original 60s version, but it definitely has its own shapes to it now as it's been designed, in respect to the age, and it's more aerodynamically designed. I honestly still prefer like the original 65, 64 version. I'm not saying this one's bad. They did a really sweet job with it. I like the metallic red on it. I wouldn't call it candy red. It's close to it though. The black wheels look good up against that. Although I think red wheels would look good against this too as well. That's just my opinion. It's built to spec. It's designed properly. I don't know if the windows are narrow or anything because I don't have any other car to compare it to. So I'm gonna say it looks correct. I wouldn't mind taking one of these for a spin. So that's the Ford GT. And here, this is a beautiful custom 68 Plymouth GTX. Tastefully done. It's not exaggerated. It's not overdone. It's done with style. It's done with class. So it deserves its $300,000 price tag, in my opinion. It's just beautiful all around, and the real car is gorgeous. I think I'm seeing some orange peel in the paint here, or in the clear coat. I don't know if anybody else can see that or not. I'm just noticing it. This is just a great casting. I love the 68. Again, they call the GTX. It's like the gentleman's Roadrunner because of the options that it came with that the Roadrunner didn't. This kind of, I believe this came with heat and had air conditioning, a few more creature comforts that the Roadrunner didn't have. So it was afforded a different badging. And the hood seems to want to open on this one. And what we have under the hood here, I'm just going to take a wild stab and say that's just a 383 under the hood. It didn't look like a a 446 pack. Didn't exactly look like a Hemi either. But I think they did a really, really sweet job on this. Nice choice of wheels. Looks good on the car. So this is the complete Greenlight Barrett Jackson Series 6. Out of the blister packs, Joe. Pat me on the back, buddy. So that's what I got on tap for Wednesday. I apologize for a late video. I'm sure a lot of you will catch it tomorrow, or whenever. Before I go, here's the Majorette Porsche that I'm giving away at random to one of my subscribers in the continental United States. In the future, it will be international as well as national. So don't take it personal for any of my subscribers that may be overseas. It's nothing personal. Just for this first prize, I just want to keep it in the continental United States. So this is going to be a prize won by somebody at random, but you have to be a subscriber. So don't be afraid to subscribe and hit share. You get a chance if you subscribe. It could be you. Like I said, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it could be any day now. And then once I give that away, there will be another vehicle in the future, possibly next month or the following month. And it'll be a different brand. Each time it will be a different brand. But what I may do is ask my subscribers for opinions on what they would like to see as a prize, and I will do my best to make that happen. But that is Barrett Jackson Series 6 Greenlight. And I happen to like every single one of these except for the Corvette. Not a fan. Damn you, Mini GT. I mean, how do you compete with that? You don't. You just suck it up and learn from it. So anyway, back to the Greenlights. That's the end of this episode, and this is Rick, and thank you for watching my channel, A Whole Lot of Zepp. And I'll see you on my next video. Take care and be safe.